Yep, y'all know I love Mancera. Y'all know I love Mancera. And so I since I did my original Mancera, you know, collection, I have added on some more. I don't know how it happened. It just happened. It just happened. And so now I wanted to like give y'all the updated ones, the newer ones, talk about those. You know, I've talked about them but I haven't, you know, given y'all the update. So if you want to see the new Manceras that I have gotten since my last Mancera collection, y'all know, don't go nowhere. All right, okay, all right, okay. I don't know why I'm doing that right now. Let's get to the Mancera collection. Let's just dive right in. So I have 7 that I've gotten since my original Mancera collection. If you haven't seen that, I'm going to put it right there in the playlist, up in the cards, so you can go and watch it. So you know you are up to date on my entire Mancera collection. So before you ask me how many do I have right now, I've gotten rid of a couple. I got rid of a couple, so now I have like 21. Yes, I know it's a lot. I get, yes, it's a lot. It's a lot. Anyway, let's go into it. So I'm gonna start off with this one. Let's just get this one out the way, y'all. This is Oud Lemon Mint. Now, the thing about Mancera is sometimes their names make no sense. This is called Oud Lemon Mint. There is not a piece of mint in the actual note. So I don't know why they called it Oud Lemon Mint. The notes are top is lemon, almond, mandarin orange, coriander, and pepper. The middle notes are oud, patchouli, and jasmine. Base is vanilla, vetiver, leather, musk, and amber. I do smell the leather in it. Now that I'm starting to understand leather, I do smell the leather in it. But let me just say this about Oud Lemon Mint. No. I always have to say, I have to preface this. It smells good. It does smell good. It's got this, it does definitely have a lemon, very citrusy lemon vibe to it. Definitely can get that leather. The oud is there, but it's a very refined oud. It's a nice scent. It really is. Oh, and it goes with my eyeshadow right now. Look at that. Huh, interesting. But it's just not for me. It just pulls way too masculine to me. And I know fragrance isn't gendered. Whatever. This just smells like a man to me. What it smells like when I wear it, when I've worn it, the few times I've worn it, is like I have sprayed myself. Like, no, like I have hugged a man and his fragrance came off on me. And you know how you know what I'm saying? And I gotta be honest, it ain't a guy that I would want to be smelling like. Not that it's a bad scent, but it's like that scent that would make, that's for that guy that I'm not really into. Like for instance, this ain't Idris. This ain't Idris hugging me and leaving his scent on me. No, no, no. This is like Chris Rock hugging me and leaving his scent on me. Does that, can we get it? Can we get the correlation right there? This is, now I will say this. I think it's great for men, and I think that this is a great fragrance for like a white shirt with some jeans on it, just chilling. This is like that laid back in the cut scent. I could see that on a man, and I think I would like to smell it on him like that. I just don't want to smell it on me. Not at all. No, 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 ma'am. No, sir. No, no, no. All right, next up is Jardin Exclusive. All right, this has top notes of pear, white peach caramel, black currant, lemon, Sicilian orange, and green apple. Middle notes are jasmine, amber green, violet, and Bulgarian rose. It's got a little white musk, vanilla, and sandalwood. Now, I adore this fragrance. I had Sicily, and I know Sicily is really popular, but it didn't last and whatever. This kind of vibes like Sicily, but it has a more floral note. It's fruitier, whereas Sicily was much more citrusy. It had that it had that pineapple note. Very, you know, it was kind of, you know, it was summer. It was very summery. But this one is kind of summery, but yet it can be, you know, but it still has a little style to it. So it definitely has the fruits in it. Definitely a fruity floral. Definitely a fruity floral. But it's got a style to it. It's got a little pizzazz to it. It's got, you know, so when you wear it, it takes that floral fruity to a more elevated, mature. And when I mean mature, I don't mean by, you know, older, but just mature. Whereas, you know, certain ones like, whereas, you know, Juicy Couture has that kind of young girl vibe. This is for an older person, 30, you know, 30 and up, that want to wear floral fruity, but they don't want to smell like a teenager. This takes that floral fruity to an adult level, where you can wear this and not feel like, you know, not seem like you're trying to be young again, but you are really standing in your space and who you are, but you happen to love floral fruity fragrances. Last long, like all Manceras do. When I smelled this, I was like, this is Sicily for the ladies. This is Sicily for the person who wants to have that summer kind of happy vibe. It's a very happy scent, but it's still a little elevated and is more so you could go out to dinner wearing this. You could wear this out to, like, you know, an after work function and stand out from the crowd, but, you know, have a little fun, like a little funness to it. You know, it seems like you kind of got this fun vibe. It's a fun vibe fragrance. That's Jardin Exclusive. All right, next up is this one. And baby, this one, this one right here is, y'all like, well, tell us, Lou, tell us. This is Gold Prestigium. Let me pull this up for you. This is Gold Prestigium. This is oud, pepper, and bergamot. It has orange blossom and rose, vanilla, leather, white musk, and oak moss. This is my leather fragrance. Now I have a few more leather fragrances that I like now, but this one, the leather is so smooth in it. And now the interesting thing is oud is on the top note, but I think with the oud and leather combination, it's just real smooth. It's just kind of got that like laid back in the, you know, it's just that smoothness to it where you just like, what? You smelling me? And it still has this beautiful florals, because the orange blossom and rose really shine in here, and it all comes together to be one of my favorite Manceras now. It's really, as soon as I got it and started wearing it, at first when I tried it on, I was like, I'm not sure about this. When I smelled it, I was like, I don't know about this. Then when I put it on and that leather and that little musk came out and took that oud and that rose and the orange blossom and made it feel like hypnotic to me. It has this kind of hypnotic quality to me because it really makes me want to smell it again. So it's like I'm hypnotized by how beautiful it is. It just captivates me, and it's very chic. It has a chicness to it, because I could definitely see, you know, walking through in Paris wearing this and standing out, because you just smell chic. You smell one of a kind in Gold Prestigium. One of a kind. That's what I'm gonna go with, because honestly, you're not gonna smell people wearing stuff like this all the time. And that's a beautiful thing. I love that. I love that about Manceras and a lot of the fragrances that, you know, we find throughout the fragrance community. So next up is this one. This is very popular. This is Black Vanilla. This has black currant, white peach, coconut, some bergamot. It has violet, jasmine, and rose, and then it has vanilla and white musk. Now, honestly, for me, it's more about the florals in the beginning. Now, let me tell you the issue I'm having. The one thing I don't like about this bottle is, watch this. You know how Manceras have twist-off bottles? Well, for some reason, this thing is stuck. And so when I twist it, everything comes up. If someone can tell me how to fix this, let me know, because it's driving me insane. I'm probably going to have to decant it at this point. But anyway, it's a stunning vanilla floral to me. So what I get when I first spray it on is I get that floral, I get that jasmine, I get that rose. That's what I smell first, even though that's the mid notes, that's the heart notes. That's what I get. And then I get that fruitiness, I get that peachy. See, peach, this peach works in here for me. The peach and the coconut and the black currant, I get all of that. And then as it dries down, that vanilla shines, and the vanilla shines through all of these other notes and then blends them all together and makes it such a interesting and vibrant vanilla. Because I have to be honest, at first I was like, I don't know what the hype is about. It's all right. But I kept wearing it, and sometimes you do need to keep wearing some things. And one day I was wearing it, and all of a sudden I was like, damn, something smells really good. And then it dawned on me, girl, that's you. You smelling that good. And then after that, I fell in love with it. And so that's why, so black vanilla is one of those, it has a vibrancy to it. It has that vanilla just comes through, but it's not that sickly sweet vanilla. It just sings with the other notes and creates the symphony. Ooh, did I come up with that? It creates a symphony of fragrance that really smells good and is unexpected, because what I thought this was going to be and what it is totally different. The coconut gives it a nice creaminess. That vanilla comes together with it. It's like even though these are the top notes, the vanilla creeps in and pulls them down with them, and so you still get a little of all of those notes as it dries down to a beautiful vanilla musk. So that's black vanilla. I know I went way too, didn't I go too far on that one? I did go too far. Did I go too far? Did I go too far? Let me know. All right, so the next one I have is roses and chocolate. Now, honestly, I only bought this because I got a really good deal from somebody who didn't want it anymore. So I bought it, you know what I'm saying? So this has peach, blackcurrant, mandarin orange, and bergamot. Has dark chocolate, rose and violet, vanilla, white musk, and cedar. This is something you need to try. Now, honestly, that dark chocolate is strong, and it's not a fragrance that's for everybody. I love dark chocolate, so it works for me. It really is roses and chocolate. So the chocolate is really, really strong. It overpowers all of those top notes. The peach, the blackcurrant, the mandarin orange, the bergamot. It overpowers all of them, and you get dark chocolate. But dark chocolate with those type of fruits is nice, is good to me. Now, as it dries down, the rose comes out, and a little of the vanilla and things like that, and the cedar. And honestly, I love it. I think it's a really pretty fragrance. Like I said, this is something that you have to try, because it's not for this one. This one ain't one that I would say you're going to get it. This is one that you definitely have to try, because you definitely have to like the smell of dark chocolate, because it's so strong. It's so in your face that it can be off-putting, and most people don't like dark chocolate. I'm just here to say it. Most people are used to milk chocolate or semi-sweets. This is a deep, dark, rich chocolate that's, you know, like no sugar in it. It's just a straight sugar-free chocolate with rose. So this is one of those things that I would say definitely wear for certain occasions and around somebody that would appreciate it, because this is going to be a hard sell for quite a few people. So if you're going to something, like if you're going to be intimate, like in an intimate setting with somebody, I wouldn't wear this. And the reason why is because if they don't like the scent of dark chocolate, it would be too much for them, and they'd be like, oh my God. So be careful with this one, because it's really in the, you know, it really isn't in the beginning. So like if you're going to wear this, I would say spray it on before you see them, let it dry down a little bit, and then there's a hint of chocolate and with the rose, as opposed to it being the chocolate being so in your face. So those are my thoughts. Oh yeah, so that's it. Now let's go into the last ones. This is Oud Veneer. This one, wrong one in my hand, child. This is Oud Veneer. And this has notes of, let me just get y'all the notes together. This has oud, black pepper, saffron, and cardamom. It's got floral notes. Then it has vanilla, guaiac wood, and sandalwood. Now, this is a rough fragrance. And what I mean by rough, it isn't a smooth vanilla. It isn't smooth. It is very spicy. It has a spicy, ooh, what the heck, where did I spray that at? It has a spiciness to it. There's a definitely, you know, the pepper and the saffron and the cardamom give it the spiciness. But it's a rough vanilla. It isn't like that easy breezy vanilla that, you know, everybody's gonna love. You're gonna love it from the beginning. You have to let this wear on you, because in the beginning it's like, whoa, what am I? This is hardcore, and it is, because it has that in your face spiciness, but it's not sweet spicy. It's the pepper and the saffron and the cardamom. And then the floral notes come in, and then you get that vanilla. So it does smooth out, but it has this woodiness to it. It has that like roughness in the beginning. So this is something that you need to try. I think it's a very glorious vanilla. I think that it has a space in my collection of vanillas. Should I do a vanilla collection? Y'all let me know. But what it does is that when it dries down, it's great. When it dries down, I'm like, okay, here we go. This is what I wanted to smell. It's this woody vanilla, which means that it has, it's got that spiciness, but it gives it a wood to it, which is something that I don't get a lot of, you know. But it definitely holds that cedar and that guaiac wood is in your face. It's like, no, we here. We are here. And that vanilla is like, but I'm here too. I'm here. And it's very, this is very unisex. I could see male or females wearing this. It would just be real sexy on either. I think for me, this would be sexy on a man, powerful on a woman, if that makes sense. So on a man, this would be this sexy, woody vanilla. But on a woman, it's like this powerful go-getter vanilla. Like, you know, this is somebody, this is a powerful, this is a strong, this is about confidence. That's what it is for a woman. On a man, it's that sexiness. That's that, like, you want to get up on him and you smell him and you just want to snuggle up on his chest. You know, that's what this is. That's how Oud Veneer, that's the difference from the male and the female perspective for me. I don't know. I guess I could be a little bit sexist. I am. I ain't even gonna lie. I am. So the last one I have is Oud Cafe right here. This has black currant, bergamot, and peach, coffee, amber, and floral notes, woody notes, sweet notes, and white musk. Now I got this on my arm too. Okay. If you want a coffee, but you don't want it to be kind of rosy, you need a little floral in it, but you're not looking for a rose. You want it to be coffee, but you want it to have a different edge than like Intense Cafe, Deluxe, Great Pearls, you know, where they are very much a rose coffee kind of vanilla vibe. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want those, then go with Oud Cafe, because this has that same, it's a coffee fragrance, but it's more complex. It's a little different. It has a little intrigue in it, because it's not what you expect. It's not the usual that you get. You know, it's not giving you vanilla. It's not giving you that sweetness from vanilla. Gives you some sweet notes. Gives you a sweetness, like a little sugar in it, like you need, you know, but it doesn't give you that like strong vanilla. It doesn't give you any rose really. It's got just like a nondescript floral note. So it gives you the florals, but it doesn't give you like, oh, that's a standout rose. It doesn't give you, it gives you sweet, but it doesn't give you vanilla. It gives you the things that make a good coffee fragrance, and the coffee is outstanding. It does stay on the skin very well, because sometimes with things like coffees and cherries and stuff, the issue is they don't always last as long as you want them to. This lasts long. That if you want a coffee scent, it does. But this smells like, to me, this is more like the French roast kind of cafe coffee. You know, it smells like going to a coffee roastery. I don't know what they call. What do they call? Okay, it's like going to a coffee shop and they have all the different types of coffees there, and they all have different notes of floor, you know, because each coffee has a different scent. So it's like you would be in this coffee shop and have all these beautiful coffee notes around you, but not that what you like the regular stuff, like if you went to get you some Maxwell House or something. This is that high-end coffee shop with the coffee beans out that you're going to go and you're going to smell them, and they're going to discuss them with you, and they're going to explain them to you, and then you're going to make that choice based on the scent of them and the robustness of them, the strength of them. That's what this is, because this is like a coffee house coffee, not a, oh, I got some coffee at home and I'm gonna make me some coffee. This is that high-end coffee house, that one that's, you know, back in like here in Chicago, it would be like on the Gold Coast area, in the high-end, in the luxury area of town. It's a little coffee shop, and it's got the most expensive, you know, per pound coffees that you've ever tried before. So that's how this would be. Oud Cafe. I went on too long. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut that. I'm gonna have to cut that. All right, so that's it for my Mancera updates. Editing LuuLuu is here. You're like, what? I know I look crazy right now, but I was in the midst of editing and about to post this video up when I noticed I had forgot a whole Mancera. What? How did that happen? So we're just gonna put this in right at the end. We're gonna talk about it, and you know, y'all just gonna, and we're just gonna let this little blip, you know, y'all just gonna forgive it. Okay, so anyway, this is, I swear to y'all, I feel like I'm Mr. Magoo in these glasses. This is Oud Exclusive. This is a spicy oud. This has saffron, lavender, pepper, and cumin in it, Bulgarian rose, violet, and patchouli, with a little oud and oriental notes, whatever that exactly means. But anyway, this is a very smooth, spicy oud. There is absolutely no vanilla in it, so there's no sweetness. There's nothing to give it any sweetness. But what it is just this really like jazzy, spicy oud. That saffron. Now the cumin, if you are not a person who likes cumin, I wouldn't suggest it, because you do get that cumin vibe. You do get a little cumin in it. But honestly, this is such a good spicy oud. Or as Tara from Olfactophiles would call it, it's a spood. Ha! Got you, Tara. Anyway, this is, yeah, so this is a really beautiful spicy oud. I think this is, the oud is well blended. It's not too strong. It's got a nice, you know, one thing I will say about Mancera's ouds, they're very well blended. And I think like the older ones, because this is 2018, I think their formulations have become more refined and just really more wearable. I'm not going to necessarily say everything is just super likable, but at least if you like it, it's more wearable. So this is very unisex. It does lean a little masculine, but you know, a woman can pull this off easily, because those spices will just resonate on us, you know. And if it's just a little too much, just add you a little layer of vanilla lotion, and that'll knock it out and really punch it up and give you a little sweetness to go with this spicy oud. So anyway, this is Oud Exclusive. This is the one I almost forgot. Y'all, right now, let's go back to the actual video. Have you tried any of them? What are your thoughts on them? If you've tried any or all of them, hey, I know some of y'all are some of y'all some Mancera heads too. And if, as always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, feel free to give it a thumbs down. And you know, make sure you hit that subscribe on your way out, because that's just the polite thing to do when you visit a person's YouTube home. You know, you spent this much time, go and hit that subscribe button. Come on, what you waiting on? What you tripping on? All right. So that's it for today. As always, be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.